EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there. A 1st down.
22 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll get 34 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wentz finding Alshon Jeffrey. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
The 19-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Recovered by Philadelphia.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
46-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
12. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Aaron Jones.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Complete to Allen.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Allen Lazard, 52 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Sanders, the Eagles.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
40 seconds to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a Mike's 47.
To throw again. Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Eagles.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, 1st guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing is Wentz. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Goal.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 25 yards that time.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Duke Riley gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 75 yards. So it's first and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. The 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37.
First down and goal to go.
He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. One final try now for Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.